Are you guys familiar with this snake right here? Well, in today's video, we're going to be giving you guys 5 facts about this venomous pit viper today, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Josue from Josue's Exotics, and on this channel we like to make videos about reptiles and amphibians. And in today's video, we're going to be looking into 5 facts about one of our native venomous snakes here in Georgia, the Copperhead. So as always, I like to give a little bit of background information about my species before we get into talking about the facts and all. So the Copperhead scientific name is the Chistrodon contortrix. And this is a venomous pit viper that's native to a lot of parts of the southeastern United States. And they can grow to 24 to 36 inches. And these pit vipers are sporting some pretty awesome colors, from tan to dark brown to different shades around there. Another thing about the Copperhead is they're a more slender body snake compared to their much larger cousins, the cottonmouth or the watermouse. And these snakes feed on a variety of different prey items, from arthropods like invertebrates and also vertebrates like mammals and mice. So for fact number 1 about the Copperhead. If you don't know, the Copperhead is responsible for the majority of the venomous snake bites here in the United States. But what a lot of people don't know is if you go to the hospital for a Copperhead bite, most times they won't actually give you anti-venom. The main protocol for this type of treatment is just to monitor the patient and make sure they don't show any extreme signs of envenomation, because if that's the case, then they'll give you anti-venom. So in other words, you pretty much just gotta tough it out. So what's gonna blow your mind about female Copperheads is the fact that these snakes can actually reproduce asexually through a process called parthenogenesis. This is a process where the egg is fertilized without having sperm present, so there's no need for actual male. And studies over the years have shown that multiple Copperheads have done this, and it's a pretty wild thing in my opinion. But the one thing about parthenogenesis is that the numbers that they usually reproduce are far lower than if they were to reproduce normally. So moving on to fact number 3 about the Copperhead is that these snakes are ovoviviparous. And that means that this snake actually incubates their eggs inside of their body rather than laying them like a normal snake would. So while they're inside their body during the gestation period, those snakes grow and they actually hatch out inside of the snake, and they just basically poop them all out. So moving on to fact number 4 about the Copperhead is the fact that there are only 2 subspecies of the Copperhead right now, which are the broad-banded Copperhead, the Chistrodon laticinctus, and then you also have the eastern Copperhead, the Chistrodon contortrix. This is something that changed recently in the taxonomic breakdown, because in the past there were 5 species of Copperhead. You had the Osage Copperhead, the Chistrodon contortrix phaeogaster, you had the Transpecos Copperhead, which is the Chistrodon contortrix pictogaster, and last you have the northern Copperhead, the Chistrodon contortrix moccasin. Now why they decided to bulk all these together to just the 2, I'm not too sure on. I can definitely look into that in a future video. Make sure you guys comment that down below if you want me to check that out and make a whole video on just those. For our last fact about the Copperhead snake is that this pit viper has hemotoxic venom. If you're bitten, hemotoxic venom can cause damage to your circulatory system and your muscle tissue, which in turn can cause hemorrhaging, swelling, and necrosis of the flesh. Always make sure to watch your step if you're outside trekking in the woods down here in South Georgia or any of the other places this snake actually lives in. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video about the 5 facts about the Copperhead pit viper. So make sure you guys tell me down in the comments what I could have added to this video, or what could I add to a future video that I'm going to be doing with this particular species. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. And also, if you want to check out some pretty cool reptile merch, check out those links down in the description as well, and you guys can go pick you up some today and get some for your friends too.